Well, hi trade friends. This is Bill B with the Ozark Midland Southern Railway. Last week before the 4th of July holiday, I received these two packages. I ordered them after much consternation, as I had been pondering whether or not I truly wanted to take the plunge. I'd gone back and forth a number of times on trying to make a decision. So one evening I entered into a voice chat with several fellas on the Matt and Matt O-Scale Discord server. After talking with the fellas about the pros and cons with regards to the decision I was trying to make, I actually decided it was time to make a decision. So I pulled the trigger right then and there and bought the first item, off of eBay. And in case you're wondering, no, I really didn't get a great deal. But I do feel that I paid a fair price and got what I wanted for the railroad. I believe it will make for a great addition to the OM&S. I'll explain the importance of the smaller package when we get to its opening. I'm outdoors this afternoon, as you can tell, it's almost early evening, to do the unboxing, as the railroad is undergoing a great deal of serious work. And not only that, I've got some house remodeling going on as well, so the best place I could find to try to make this video was outdoors. And yeah, it's warm. It's warm. But I wanted to get this video out to you, and so it's all good. So does anybody think they know what's in these boxes? Well, let's find out. Let's open the big one first. I'll try to be quick. You're going to be surprised when you see it. Having been a Lionel man all my life, pretty much, in terms of my O-gauge railroading, I finally decided it was time to take the plunge and purchase the DCS system. So I got MTH's DCS system, and I'm really pleased to be able to have this opportunity to add this to the railroad. Okay, so that's the first item. Okay, set this aside. So let's go ahead and open the second box. There we go. Now this one, I ordered shortly after ordering this, because this is the DCS system, and I've always been a legacy man, all the way up to today. So, in order to have something to try out the DCS system out, once I got it, I figured I'd better pick up a little something to run with it, to run it, to use to run. So I went to the public delivery track, and I picked up a little locomotive that should serve the purpose quite well. Atlas. Anybody think they know what it is? It's an Atlas O GE 44-tonner locomotive, Burlington route number 9103, item number 301-38000. There we go. There's a little ribbon. So pull it up. Yep. Well, there we go. Pretty cool, huh? Well, yeah, I've never had a 44 tonner, and this looks like a pretty nice one. I tell you what, let's take both the locomotive now and our new MTH DCS system into the train room, and I'll get her set up for you so we can at least test it out. Well, train friends, we're back in the railroad room. And I just kind of wanted to show you that things are kind of a mess. You can see where I've begun working on coloring the rock in the very back there. To the left, you see Rocky Top, and then there leads into Copperhead Creek. Then there's that backdrop that I've been working on. You know, I've got things kind of covered up there so you can't see the retaining wall, but you can see the rock that we've been working on. And then there's Blue Rock Mountain. Then over to the right, we get into the bridge loop. And I'll get that, I'm going to recolor that rock as well. I have got the DCS system hooked up now. And I've done some, a little bit of wiring just so we can do a kind of a little trial run, kind of show you how it does work. It wasn't hard at all to really get it put together. Here I'll show you up here is kind of how I do my track. There you can see that the track, the jumper kind of coming from the terminal block underneath the layout that is providing power to the track, to the outside and the center rail. And then you see how I there you can kind of see how I jump the different pieces of track. I put little jumpers in between so that I'm assured to get good electrical continuity from one track section to the next. Kind of how it goes. Okay, then underneath the layout, down here to the right is the legacy system. Then there's my 180 watt brick that I use for power. And I found, as I was reading the instructions, that I found I wasn't going to be able to use my brick because I'd have to get a special kind of an attachment to allow for that, to be able to provide power to the track interface unit, or the TIU, there in the back. That's one of the new pieces I got with the DCS system. But I had this little CW80 transformer that I pulled out from the back, and I'm using that temporarily. I do have a larger power pack on pre-order, which I should get, I think, before the end of the year, and that'll be nice to have that. But anyways, so the transformer is providing the power for our TIU, and then I've got the leads, power in, and then power out over here, then up to the terminal blocks there, and then from the terminal blocks I have my little jumper that's running to one of the rails up here, and that's enough to provide power, at least for the time being, for this whole little yard section. Okay, so there's a little locomotive ready to go. I'm going to get my piece of track put back together real quick, and I'll be back and we'll start her up. Well, train friends, I know that MTH's digital command system has been around now for many years, but actually having it as part of the OM&S is new to me, and having now just used it for the first time, I'm very impressed with it. I know I still have a lot to learn about the system, but I believe it will be fun and add a whole new dimension to the railroad. I believe the purchase, although expensive, was a good move. I am also very pleased with Atlas's little 44-tonner. It is a fun locomotive and a nice addition to the OM&S's locomotive roster. I'd better end it now. So, train friends, until we meet again on the OM&S, you all take care, and remember, the OM&S is pulling for you. This is Bill B. Bye now.